Welcome back, crazy cool people. This is GameEdged. We are trying out Judgment Apocalypse Survival Simulation. All right, so this is actually a game that I got to see from our buddy here, Games for Kicks. He was actually playing this game, and I got this game from the developers a little bit back, and I didn't really give it a shot. Should have. I mean, bravo Games for Kicks, because I should have given a little more effort. This is actually a really cool game, and what he did, he had it both Cage 848 and my name into the actual game, because we can't do multiplayer due to time frames and stuff. We can't match each other to do multiplayer. So he's added us to the game, and you know what? I thought, why not do the same? So we're gonna actually start this game and get to learn it first, since this may be your first time watching it. This game is absolutely fun as heck. So you gotta give it a shot. It's so different in its own way, but it has a lot of parodies of survival, zombie apocalypse, but it's not the same thing. So just check it out. Let's start this up right now. Actually, I'm not going to continue. That was my trial. So let's just get rid of the trial one. Delete. Yes. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. There we go. All right. We're going to do a brand new game, and we're going to try a roll of dice. We're going to do beginner because it is really that hard. This actually, we will, if we continue the seasons, we'll actually do more, and we'll actually go into normal difficulty, which is a lot harder. They do recommend you to start this way. This way we can all learn. And from here, we can actually, if once we get bored of this, we'll move up to normal difficulty. So right now we'll do a map seed roll. 555-055-084 in case you guys end up picking up this game on Steam. It's on early access, so give it a shot. We'll do a tutorial too, so you guys can see how it runs. All right, so now we're back in here. So this is all the story that occurs for these actual campers here. So while they're camping, four of them were attacked in a single powerful creature. Together, you barely managed to take it down, but Ned didn't make it. All around, more red eyes told of awful things looming in the shadows. So these are like goblins and demons. It's kind of cool. You grabbed your supplies. You made your way back to town, only to find it has been overrun, burning under a red sky. The apocalypse has begun. Bum, bum, bum. The three of you made your way to a nearby hidden valley that you used to hike to. It seems safe for now. You should set up camp, start a shelter, a place to eat and rest. Build a log cabin with food, table, and bed. All right, so that's actually the tutorial. We're going to start on that. So these are things here, crafting tables, survival. We'll go through that too here. You'll be able to craft from these points here. So you have building here, research, crafting, quite a bit of stuff you can actually do throughout these things here. And again, you can actually either go and chop off wood, which we're going to need to do right now, pick up some wood. So let's start out right away. And there is sound here, guys. I know it's not like this, but I'm just not sure if the music itself is viable for us to use. So no well around here. That really sucks. Like, I mean, really sucks. I prefer to have a well. Where's the well? It's all the way down there. So that's where we're going to head to, I think. We're going to head all the way down here. And we're going to start down near the well. Just because the water is imperative. The wood's going to be a little further away from that. So maybe the guys can start chopping this down, actually. We'll build our base here, and we'll do... Come back here, come back here. Let's start off with chopping down the wood. Click on this. And this can do a mass area if we want to, which we're going to try and get. So here it is, cavern movements. We already have that. All right. It's a normal stuff that you can always do. All right, guys, start doing the wood. Now they're moving themselves in here. You can zoom in, as you can see. We have Brandon, Ross. Let's get to learn who these guys are. This guy awfully looks a lot like Games for Kicks without the beard. That's actually pretty funny. So Brandon here. He's going to start chopping down the wood. And then we also have Ross here. Let's see if the guys can at least finish what they're doing. All right, so Brandon here, we're just going to look what he has. Is technophobe, science -2, agile, combat +1, and crafting +1. And brute, he is combat 2 and science -2. So that's not very good for science-wise. So he's a big 0 on science, but his combat is absolutely hardcore. So that's pretty cool. Here is agile and alien abductee. Which one should that be? Which one do you think we should give our buddy Games for Kicks? I think we're gonna go with alien abductee. I have to do it. I have to do it. All right, we'll just move the guys down. We'll change up the name in a second. All right, let's move this down here. We're gonna actually build something up here. And again, these are like scraps in here we can do salvage through for medicine and stuff. I got to play for a little bit. I wanted to know if I can actually do it properly. So these are tasks. And again, build tasks, select objects and choose them and place it. You continue by building more of the same, holding the shift key, but placing it, right? So you just can do shift key down across, which is like any normal game. Certain objects can only be built in certain locations, such as mines. Built on resources and beds and built indoors. Available positions are highlighted when placing the building. So that's pretty cool. And again, they'll see the map as it changes when we do a mine. We'll be able to go mine these ores and stuff or whatever these are. We're going to build ourselves a big log cabin to start off with right near the well. And that's where we're going to start most of our journey here. See how it shows up in a peg. Let's double check there's nothing in the way here. A little bit of rocks there. There we go. We're going to put that right here. Excellent place. Excellent place. All right, so the needs in this, in order to efficiency of survivors needs to eat, sleep, and sleep regularly. So that's important, just like anything else. So as you can see, their health and all that, and the sleep they need. Survivors' nutrition levels decrease over time. Hungry survivors will visit the nearest food table and satisfy their hunger, as long as there's food available for consumption. So again, the food is right here. Again, it has to be crafted into salads and stuff afterwards. You'll see as it goes. Raw foods Raw food is inedible, so you must prepare meals through crafting tables. So that's pretty cool. We need to make sure we do that properly. Survivors get tired over time, and they will seek a free bed while sleeping. Their health will regenerate quicker. Drinking water is required of survival. Of course, decrease over time. They must be replenished in gathering. Penalties. Tired survivors are very inefficient in combat, while hungry or thirsty survivors lose weight over time and may die. Make sure to have plenty of food and water, just like anything else. And again, they've actually had an update recently, and they actually fixed a little bit of that. So we're going to see how that works. Supposedly the decrease is a lot less than it used to be. Supposedly you run out of food and it go to shits really quick. Up here you have day one, and you can actually pause. So if you want to do some work and pause it, you can also 8 times fast forward, 4 times, or 2 times fast forward, just play normal speed. So that's pretty cool. So we can actually stop and discuss this stuff without having to worry about wasting time, which is a key to this too. And this whole map up here is pretty cool, and it has a lot of efficiency. So let's just build up some other stuff here we can do. We're definitely going to need a bed. But again, we need what for beds? We need boards and stuff and scrap, right? Scrap is 30 and 10. I'm thinking we could build another small log cabin for sleep. Right about here. I think that's a good place to do it. Let's let them build that up. And at the same time, we'll look at the rest of this stuff. Oh, God, that was super quick. Super quick. All right. Let's do this here. Get the bed. Here we go. And we'll do the bed here. I'm really thinking Ross fits Games for Kicks style here with that. He's just missing the hair being off, but that's pretty cool. I think it's his style. A little nutty, you know what I'm saying? You guys listen to his stuff. He's actually a very cool dude. So is Cage848 if you've never seen or gone to him. I know most of you are from them, but again, if you haven't done so, you should go and check him out. He's a really cool dude, and so is Game for Kicks. If you're curious where, I'll make sure it's in the description also, because I believe the guys deserve all the props possible. And also, it's on my homepage. If you go to GameEdged on the front page, you'll see it on the right-hand side is preferred channels, so both of them are there. All right, so we built a bed. That's really good so the guys can get some sleep. Let's get going here. We're also going to need an experiment table, and we're also going to need some food. So let's get the food going first. Food is a priority. I'm going to try and keep that for 4 beds. We're going to do food in here, and we'll just press play, let them build that, and also experiment table. We need that. We'll put an experiment table right there. Oh, learning to farm. You now have a base of operations, but yeah, you are far from safe. Your supplies won't last forever. If you don't find a food or water source, you will not live long enough to worry about the creatures finding you. Before you can grow, your own food, you'll need to learn how. So again, they will come and attack us, and we will have to go out and I'll show you that afterwards. We can go out to the big world here, and go out to and get other things too, resources and stuff. And we have to combat. There's a little bit of combat, and again, efficiency of combat is very cool. You have to actually work at it and increase it as we go. So this has a lot of different aspects. A really cool game, in aspects of the way they were running. And like Game for Kicks said, the way these guys are actually running this game. The developers are, I really like backing guys like this. The developers are doing an extremely good job. They're actually doing what they need to do to get it going. So it looks like we're going to change the names here now, just to get this done before it gets too late. Let's turn this off. Okay, these guys are building. Let's just get the names done so we can actually do it. Click on here. Ross. Well, Ross, alien abductee. I have to do it. I have no choice. I have to give it to Game for Kicks because you know what? He deserves the best. He deserves the best, and that's what he's going to get. We have to try and keep them alive. Obviously, that's going to be a key. I don't want to lose. I hope I can fit it all. It won't let me put all of it. Can you believe that? Games for Kicks with a Z. Wow. I should just put G4K. Yeah, I should probably put G4K. Let's do G4K. There we go. Games for Kicks. All right, we'll leave like that. It looks like his name is too long for that. And Brandon here, we're going to give it to him right away and tease him up. So Brandon, well, look at that. Cage is a brute. Can be, can he? So can Games for Kicks, but the alien abductee thing just couldn't help it with him starting this. So we have KJ48 and Games for Kicks. And as it progresses with survivors and you guys want to get involved in this, I'll be picking names randomly throughout the actual comment fields and other comments fields. It's mostly like who's really involved in the game and all that, and whoever wants, please mention it, and I'll be checking out to make sure you guys have comments and everywhere. But I'm just going to add you guys randomly, and be more survivors as it grows. So get yourself going. We have one lady here that needs a name, so Brittany can be changed up as soon as we have someone who wants to get involved in this. So please, if you want to, make sure you put in comment fields you want your name, and we will try our best. I'll do it either random or I'll do a lot like random on a. We'll figure out a way. We'll work this out. All right, let's get going in this game before it gets too long into talking about how great this game is. All right, so we have a research here. We're going to actually bring it up, open up the research, and as you see, research is available, subject to unlock new buildings and crafting options. Again, this is just because tutorial. You won't see us every time. Unlock research and costs and points. You now produce by survivors experimenting in experiment table or magic circle. Magic circle, I guess we'll get involved afterwards. I haven't seen it. Some research subjects require materials that cannot be created before research is unlocked. These materials can be obtained in scavenge missions, which is awesome. More advanced materials are scavenged from farther locations and usually protected by stronger creatures. Some materials can be only found in special locations such as hell gates. Well, that sounds just pleasant. Okay, which it took me a while to figure out, but yeah, I can actually roll this back. And it was right here farming. I started going to do other things. So right here, if you see, there's science is 2. I need 2 science. The science points are going to go up. And as they continue researching, you see now it says 3 out of 10 where it's in red, where it says science. So I got to wait for it to be 10 for 10 to bring up farming. So we'll let them do that. Who's doing research right now? It's what, Cage? Is it Cage getting himself involved in research right now? Isn't he the dummy in research? Yeah, he's like the worst person to be doing research right now. Why is he getting himself involved in that? Okay. Craft items and stuff. Yeah, well, let's bring this down a bit. And where's the scientific research? Don't even touch that, please. Please, don't ever touch that. And we'll try to get him off the table here. 1 second. Can I actually, I think it's right click, and I assign him to this table. So I should kick off Cage from doing his little work. Right? Correct? Correct. There you go. There you go. Game for Kicks is doing his stuff. Maybe it wasn't Cage. I don't know if Cage was doing it or not, but he's now been taken off it. We're going to actually... Well, he's hungry, I guess. Or he's going after Brittany. I'm not sure. Oh, okay. They're both together. Sorry. I'm like, what is he doing? I hope he's not doing what I think. So we can actually roll into these things. Really cool. Next thing we actually want to build ourselves is a workbench. And let's get that down here. There we go. And what's Brittany? Did I really check her? -2. Wow. Technophobe. She has 0 skills. This is all random, by the way. It's not because she's a girl. It's just randomized crap. Hopefully we can increase her skills as we go. For now, Brittany is going to have to go out and do some labor. How much water we have? We have 76. Is plenty. I'm going to let her go out and do some logging. I think that's the best thing for her to do. Oops. Right here. A little bit to get used to. Why is this not giving to me? Why don't you let me log? Is everybody eating and sleeping here? So we're going to do chop trees. That's what I was trying to do. There we go. This time it worked. Maybe it was just off on the where I was trying to do it. So these two are going to go chop trees while Games for Kicks. So Cage for 848 and Games for Kicks are going to be doing some work while Brittany is going to help out too. That's good. Hopefully they can get at least these trees down. And next step actually I'm going to want to do is make sure I plant these. Games for Kicks actually was playing and I got to see that he had a hard time getting the amount of wood that he was trying to get. So the main goal is to make sure you get enough trees and stuff also planted. So we can plant little batches of trees, farm trees. And it takes a little while to plant these and it takes a little while to grow. So best bet to do is to actually plant these as fast as possible and get them going. He's going to go off to bed, obviously, Game for Kicks. And these two are just absolutely not, we need no tasks. There's plenty of tasks right here. What are you guys on strike or something? There you go. Thanks, Brittany. Brittany's going to go do the trees instead. There we go. So she's more of a farmer kind of girl. We're going to let them go. We're actually roll this up a little faster. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Going a little too fast. A little too fast. And then we'll let that slide down a bit and see if we can't actually let them do their work. So now we have Brittany that's actually sleeping. And we have Game for Kicks. And Gage is just going at it, man. He's just working. He's a dog, man. He's just not giving up on this shit. Yeah, he's really working at it. And Games for Kicks actually now start crafting, which is really nice. So I was doing before, I can actually tell things like this, like Games for Kicks, he's really good at combat, which he's going to need to be training and stuff. We're going to have to make sure we get him a weapon, which we can get afterwards. We can craft those. He's going to get some sleep now. As you can see, his meter is down to 0. We definitely need more beds. Can we craft more beds, or are we out of material? This is what crafting. Survivors can craft advanced materials, food, equipments, items, and crafted in workstations such as a workbench. Different items require different workstations and materials. Left clicks items increases the amount. Okay. So you can add the amounts as we go. Cool. So you can actually, we each can build a club here. So let's do 1, 2, 3 so they can protect themselves. We should probably get long range, but we need a bow. And the bow is not crafted. We need arrows for the bow. So 2. There we go. That's good enough. And scraps, bits and pieces used for almost everything can be found in scavenging missions. All right. We can do that too. We'll let that go. These guys are actually going in now. I love the bubbling sound of the lab when they're cooking up stuff. So Games for Kicks is back and doing that. And Cage has just got up from his little nap. And the water is starting to go down a bit. We can actually get him to do some water afterwards too. So she has her own priorities. Her priorities currently are needs, which is her needs is sleep and eat, build. So she's going to help building, farming, chopping trees. I'll probably put her more in farming and stuff as we go through it. Search for debris or anything else like that. That's the things we're going to have to work at. Quarry, train. We're going to have to worry about playing around with these as we go through it. We're not going to worry about that right now because everybody's doing something which is very, very important. So let's fast forward a little bit. Let's move this up and see if we can get at least those trees up and running. So again, this will be able to pull more. So the trees we have all here are the last of the trees. So you want to try and keep some as close as possible. You don't want them to be gone. And where is the guys going to go eat now? Oh, should be able to do research for farming before I go too far here. That's right. So now look at research. We have 54 research points. Great job, Games for Kicks. Good job. Well, let's you just click on that. So you figured out how to farm. Use this knowledge to build some farms. They will be used to provide a steady supply of food. Resources are running low, but there are plenty of lying around in the area. Just you can chop trees for wood, quarry for stone, clay, and search for debris and scrap. Build 2 vegetable farms. All right, we can do that. Let's put that at normal speed. Let's build 2 vegetable farms. What do you need? Scraps. We need more wood. Okay, let's go get that wood. Let's go get that wood. Let's make that priority number 1. Why aren't you working? There we go. There we go. It's because of me. It's because of me. I didn't press a shift. All right, so cool. So they're going to let them run through that. Hopefully, Brittany will come and help them out, and they'll chop down some trees. We need more logs. How many logs did we say we had? We need 10 more, and I think it's 1 per... It's 1. That needs to change a bit, doesn't it? It doesn't seem to be enough to pull off what we need. That's why this is so important, trees. Then again, you know what? If there's too much of them, it would be too easy. We'd have everything built by the end of it. So there is a survival skill behind this. And that's what we need to do. We'll have to build one farm right now. And then send them out to chop more trees down. There we go. I think we'll have just enough to build that. Yep. We'll build the first farm over here. Yeah, right here. And then we're going to we're going to have her go and chop down more trees over here. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Chop down. Oh, I got to stop doing that. He's building his heart out. She's going to head back over there. I'm not sure what she was about to do, but I think she just took a little snack. And there we go. The farm is going. She's actually now going to be farming because that's one of her priorities. Her priorities are much higher on farming and building. So we're actually going to put her to farm because I want her to take care of it as much as possible. She has not very much skills, but she needs to, I think, pretty much water this, not mistaken. Yeah, it needs to be watered. Water too high, plant seeds, harvest crops. So we have to take care of those two. These two are going to go at it, and we're going to build their second farm. And after that, I think it should be good. Game for Kicks decided going to take a little rest. He's been working his butt off, getting so much skills. Survivor AI, Survivor chosen choose their own tasks by fine-tuning. That's what I was explaining by the priorities. Survivors can be ordered by platform. So in other words, like I did before when I told them to go, when you click on one, you can actually right-click on objects and existing tasks and select the option. So I forced them off the table. I made sure Game for Kicks had better science to go on a table and do research, not Cage, who didn't have any. Order is selected in Survivors to move by right-clicking empty tile Survivors. So you can actually automatically assign tasks if we want to. It's not a big deal. And there we go. Game for Kicks is now sleeping, and Brittany is going to tend to her farm, I think, now. We're also going to need water. So how much do we have here? See, like I didn't even... You just have to go somewhere else and pick up more. We have to plant more trees for sure. We have to plant way more trees. We haven't any choice at all because we're running so low on other trees and stuff. And hopefully we'll be able to pull off this. We need 2 farms without a doubt. At least we got the clubs. Jeez, thank God. Wish you need anything else here? No. Okay, our water is running low. And so I'm going to tell Brittany... Her new priority right now is to bring up the water. So this fetch water is going to be a little bit more important than building right now because I need her to get water. So let's get Brittany to get some water. No, not Cage. Why is Cage doing that? Look at her go. She's not even listening to what I'm saying. Okay, I guess Cage is probably in a way he's doing that right now, and I said to fetch water. So Cage probably has his own priority and probably said automatically assign tasks. I guess we can take that off and do it ourselves. When disabled, the survivors will only perform tasks that are directly assigned to them. Note the survivor will not eat or sleep when disabled. Oh, well, no, we don't want that. I don't feel like going through that. So our water's up to 60 now, which is nice. Is she tending to her garden? She's doing a good job. She's tilling it or doing something to it. Doesn't look like she's using any water out of that, but it's okay. That's good. And then she's going to head back and put down those trees. So those trees are very important. It'll take a while. Look, they haven't even grown yet. Wood 1, maturity is 32, and I think it's 100 maturity as it go to. These are freshly in, 12. So it takes a little while. We'll have to be waiting and let them do their stuff. And again, Cage is going at full throttle on the water, which is really nice. We'd like to get 70. That'd be cool. And then we're going to call him off. He doesn't have to do that anymore. Okay. Put that over here and build. And how about chopping trees if we need it before we have to worry about that right now? Because Brittany is supposed to be doing the water. That's her job. It's not to be mean to her or anything, but we need to get her going in water. We actually need the second farm ASAP. Here we go. Where is it? Yes, 14. We still have a long way to go here. I'm going to try and get her... She really needs to tend to this farm, but I need her to cut down some trees. That's too far away. You look at the actual scrap area where we'll find medicine and stuff. Looks like they've been attacked. These people, they were staying here in the forest. So obviously the forest is not safe. And it looks like Cage is doing his stuff. And Games for Kicks is just a mad dog in science. Let's see what else we can do here. Preserving. So now preserving foods last longer. Right. Okay, unlock sandwich. We like that. How much points? 120 science points. We have 218. Okay. Water conservation. Water conservation is essential for surviving dark days. And bread. We need, it unlocks a stove and a wheat farm. So let's do sandwiches. Yeah, let's start with a sandwich. This is going to be important. Food's going to be very important, obviously. Water conservation is actually really cool too. I think we'll waste the other points. We'll use the other points when we come back for next episode. So again, if you guys like this, I need to see thumbs up and I need to see, I've kind of, you guys have to watch it. It'd be very good to see the views. But if you guys like it, please hit the thumbs up. And we're going to do when we come back, we're going to continue. And we're trying to we're trying to get ourselves built up, get the second farm going, and hopefully we'll be able to get a little more done with Games for Kicks, Games for Kicks, and KJ48 here, who is working his butt off, and hopefully we can get most of that stuff done so we can get rolling and building and scavenging, going around and going onto world views like this, which has click on locations, enemies, and loots before you cheat. So these are scout maps, and it tells you quite a bit of where you're going to go. So like here, if I want to go here, it tells me you have one imp and one minor demon. And what we can get out of it, we can, if we do win, we have wool, scraps, and medicine. So these are things we want to look at for. So scout, send team to survivors to scout the area and reveal nearby locations. So we can send people out to do it instead. So we have lots we can do. We're gonna head back to the regular map where Brittany looks like she's about to commit suicide in there. I thought she dove in. But yeah, it's really cool. The game is really cool. And again, if you guys want to be involved and you want to get your names as survivors increase and start showing up as we do protect some, I'd like to see what you guys are up to. If you guys are willing to do it, then put your name down on the bottom and I'll try to do a selective amounts. And again, maybe we'll do first come, first serve on a timestamp. If not, I'll just put it in a lottery if there's too many. And again, we need one. It will be a first girl. So again, we need a girl for next one. It'd be awesome. So again, thank you so much for being here. This is GameEdged. I'll catch you guys on the flip side.